What's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all know what time it is. What's good? Hit that like button. Hit that like button, man. Y'all know what time it is. First thing first, man. First thing first. First thing first. First thing first, man. What's up, G? I see you in the building, man. Happy New Year, man. Yes, January the 3rd. What's up? What's up? What's up, Johnny? Y'all hit that like button when y'all show up, man. Ain't no doubt. New year, new bag. Anything that's old, it went away a couple of hours ago, man. That's for real. Yeah, the first blessing is this, man. Be glad you woke up this morning, man. And that's for real. I ain't no doubt, see, we only 11 hours in, man. But guess what? At our 11th hour in, there's some people that make it this far. And that's for real. I keep telling people, man, that tomorrow ain't promised. So you can't put off what you're going to do today for tomorrow, right? And that's for real, man. Yeah. And a lot of people found that out last night, man. That's why I say that in which was meant to be a celebration, it wasn't. They didn't never get to celebrate after the situation that happened last night, man. You know, for a lot of people, it was a homecoming. What happened? What you mean? What happened? In 11 hours, a lot of things happened. Yeah, as if you didn't know, and you probably don't know. But I'm here to inform you this morning. The world is short of a lot of people. Now, even on sleep, even on never sleep, man. And that's why I tell people, they say, this person hating on me or that person hating on me. Man, you ain't never seen hate. People ain't never seen hate. And that's for real. Y'all remember hit that like button when y'all show up, man. Hit the like button, man. Come on in, hit the like button, man. And if you glad to be around for 2025, you should most definitely hit the like button. Ain't nowhere in the world you don't supposed to hit the like button. If you in here right now, you ain't got no reason not to hit the like button, man. And I want for the new anthem of 2025, don't say nobody hating on you, man. Whatever you do, don't say nobody hating on you. Because hate struck yesterday in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. There was real hate. And that's for real. Ain't no doubt, Billy G. Hate struck last yesterday on Bourbon Street. It's a lot of people that went to Bourbon Street to celebrate the new year that departed this world yesterday. They departed this world yesterday. Somebody waking up this morning, a son short, a daughter short, a father short, a mother short. Somebody's waking up this morning, and the new year ain't too good to them. That's why I keep telling people, evil never sleep. It never sleeps, man. So be grateful that you able to wake up and participate in this live this morning, man. Because a lot of people not here, man. There's a lot of people not here. And that's for real. And like I always say, this world, you got to be a savage, man. And you have to have some type of drive to stay alive. Because there's somebody somewhere lurking right now to bring evil your way, man. and for no apparent reason. For no apparent reason, this particular person got in this pickup truck, drove down Bourbon Street, man, at uncaused miles per hour to unalive these people. That's real hate. So get rid of the word when somebody say this person is hating on me. No, person might not agree with the things you got going on. A person might comment on something you got going on, but it's not hate. Hate struck last night, man. That's real hate. If you look at the images of what happened on Bourbon Street, you will see real hate, man. People were laying around for no apparent reason that's been unalived, all in the name of bringing a new year in. It was supposed to be a celebration of a new year, but they didn't know that it was going to be a homecoming celebration for these people that were celebrating to bring a new year in. There's no way that they could have known that yesterday was going to be the last day that they was on this earth. That's real hate. That's for real. So the war continues, man. It's a war, man. In today's society, it's a war, man. We at war with that people you don't even know. And whatever those people problems are, they bring it to you. Because you can't make me believe that all those people that were unalive last night had anything to do with this person. They didn't have nothing to do with this person and what he was going through. All these people did was went to Bourbon Street. All they want to do is have a good time. All they want to do. What's good? Hit the like button when you show up. All those people want to do was have a good time yesterday. They didn't know they was going to be unalive. They didn't know this fucking idiot was going to come down the street with all this motherfucking enormous speed and run them over. They didn't know that. They didn't know that. They went to Bourbon Street to have a good time. Some of those people in town for the CFP, which is the college playoff, they want to go see Notre Dame in Georgia play. But unfortunately, that ain't going to happen this morning. Those people are no longer with us. And that's why I tell people when you say, oh, this person is hating on me, you ain't seen real hate. Real hate struck yesterday. That was hate. When somebody wants to unalive you for no apparent reason, all because of whatever they're going through or all because of whatever they believe in, they want to unalive you. That's real hate. And 2025 started off no different than the end or the beginning of 2024. This is the world we live in, man. This is the world we live in. You know, as they always say, you got to keep your head on the swivel. Well, that's a true statement. That's a true statement because somebody's always looking to bring negative energy your way. They're always looking to do that. They're always looking to do that. We live in a complex world where people is fucked up mentally, and that's the bottom line. Mental health is real. For somebody to get inside of a pickup truck and not intoxicated, nor was they high. This was intentionally. This individual drove straight down Bourbon Street with the intentions of unaliving many people as he could. And he succeeded. I mean, this ain't no rocket science shit where you got to study this. This is simple. Get in the truck, put the key in the ignition, start it, and go down this street fast as you can. And that's what he did. He was successful. So you could have had all the law enforcement in the world there. It wouldn't have stopped that. And not only that, the individual got out of the truck and is still at large. So that's real hate. That's real hate. So let the 2025 anthem be to get rid of that shit when they say this person is hating on me. No, people are disagreeing with you. People don't like you in a way to where they gonna do what this person did yesterday. They're not gonna do that. So that's why I always said hate. I never ever agree when somebody says, "Oh, this person hating on me." Man, ain't nobody hating on you, man. It's a disagreement in the way you move. It's just how you perceive that situation and that person that's different. But yesterday was real hate, and it was transferred into the streets of New Orleans on Bourbon Street, man. That's what hate is, man. It was right there on Bourbon Street, but people never even saw it coming. It's kind of like uh, a sucker punch. You know how you get into a squabble with an individual and you turn your head and that person sucker punch you? Well, that's what it was yesterday. There was a sucker punch to the people of New Orleans, right? But it was a permanent sucker. It was a permanent sucker punch. Those people won't be coming back. They won't be coming back. And it's tragic that some people had to lose their life all in the name of enjoyment. That's why I said, when somebody asked me yesterday, "Hey, OG, what you doing for New Year's?" I'm doing the same thing I always do. I'm letting the people enjoy themselves in a way that they feel like they need to. But what I'm gonna do is what I've been doing for the last 10 plus years. I'm staying out of the world's way because it's real hate that lurks every day. It's real hate that lurks every day, man. And that's for real. But I understand we at war, man. We at war. And you don't even know who the enemy is. You don't know who the enemy is, but you at war. Each and every morning you get up and you leave out of your door. I like to call it life exists on a chance. And you take a chance each and every morning you go to and from wherever you go. Right? But let no mistake be about it. The enemy is right there. The enemy is right there. So it ain't the person that you think that's not a friend of yours. It's another person that you will never even be able to identify until it's too late. Remember when I told you, we at war. The world is at war with people that you don't even know, right? Some say the man was a terrorist. Some say he was a terrorist. Well, if he wasn't, he did a terrorist act. People are sitting around and thinking a way to unalive mass groups of people for what apparent reason nobody know. Nobody know that, you know. And some say that religion has everything to do with it. Who am I to say it doesn't? I'm just here giving my spiel on what happened on Bourbon Street. And I always tell people, man, this is nothing more than documentation. And it's not opinion based because it's a fact that that happened on Bourbon Street. So it ain't opinion based. It's facts that an individual white pickup truck drove through a mass group of people and unalived a certain amount of people that was enjoying themselves on Bourbon Street. bringing the new year in, not knowing that it was going to be a homecoming celebration for them. And you can't tell me that you don't have to be a savage in this world to even survive. You have to be a savage to survive in the world, man. And for those, I'm dressed in all fatigue because I understand we at war, people. We at war, and you don't know who the enemy is. We don't know who the enemy is, and we don't know how they coming. So do whatever's best for you, but understand this: quit using the word that this person is hating on you because they not. Because if they was really hating on you, you wouldn't be here to even say that. Those people last night experienced what real hate is. They experienced what real hate is last night. I don't know who Darrell Brooks is, so I can't comment on that, but you know more about Darrell Brooks than me. You know, I'm only speaking on what happened on Bourbon Street last night. And to be honest, last night I went to sleep at 8:30, man. I was asleep. I didn't even know what was going on in the world until I woke up this morning. And when I woke up this morning, it was broadcasted everywhere that people were unalived on Bourbon Street. And it's going to be national all day. And it's going to gain national attention. Why? Because they having a college football game in New Orleans. And it's people coming in from out of town to attend that football game. That makes it even more scary. Can you imagine coming in to enjoy New Orleans and then going to the football game and somebody comes down the street at an enormous speed and mow you down or mow the person down that's with you? I seen footage this morning where a lady was standing there over an unalive person. She was traumatized. She couldn't even move. She couldn't believe that this person was just laying here in a pool of blood and she just looking at it. It was a he or a she. The face was blurred out. But this person was unalive. She couldn't even move. Ain't no doubt. Then he hopped out and opened fire at law enforcement. But it goes back to what I always say. The most dangerous person in the world is a person with a made up mind, whether it's good or whether it's bad. This particular person that carried out this evil act, his mind was made up. His mind was made up. And sometimes that shit be spontaneous. Sometimes these people act on impulse. They don't have to plan it. Sometimes they just act on impulse. And guess what they do? They just carry it out, man. They just carry it out. And it ain't for no apparent reason. Because guess what? If he was targeting specific people of color, he wouldn't have did all that. No, it didn't matter to him. He just wanted to carry out an act of evil and make some sort of statement that, hey, man, this shit ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. It's going to continue and it's going to continue. We live in a copycat world where people see shit and they transfer it into real time. And that's what happened last night. It's no different than the school shootings, right? These are none other than copycat unalivings. What's good? Puerto Rico in the building, man. Y'all hit that like button when y'all show up, man. That's for real. But like I said, for those that woke up this morning, man, that's your first blessing. Your first blessing is to give thanks to whoever you believe in, right? And acknowledge, hey, man, that whatever you're going through right now, it could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse, man. And if you was a disgruntled person in 2024, you shouldn't be disgruntled in 2025. Why? Because people are going through worse times than you. 25 years clean today. Shout out, man. 25 years clean today, man. Uh, Continue to be clean and don't go back. Don't go back and give thanks to whatever you believe in. And at the end of your journey, receive your reward. What is your reward? It's life. It ain't money. It ain't money because all the money in the world can't bring those people back last night. Believe that. So, whomever going on a real journey, believe this, man, it ain't money. At the end of your reward, you should want life. You should want life. That's the reward. Sometimes people get it misconstrued and they chase dollars. Notice what I said. Do you hear people when they say, I'm chasing the bag, I'm chasing the bag, I'm chasing the bag? Well, if you at a certain age in your life and you ain't caught the bag yet, news flash. You'll probably never get the bag. Real talk. It's all about the reward of life. And that shit is staying alive. Staying alive, man. Live long as you can. Live long as you can. And understand where you going and how you gonna get there. That's the number one thing. Because like I said, those people that were unalive last night, they went to enjoy themselves on Bourbon Street to bring in the new year. But this other person had different plans. He wanted to bring destruction to a lot of people. He wanted to bring destruction to a lot of people. And bad as I hate to say this, he succeeded. He brought a lot of pain to a lot of people yesterday. And people would never forget this. They would never ever forget this, especially the people that were affected by it. The families that was infected by this, they would never ever forget this. That's for real. Ain't no doubt, Billy. Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt. They would never ever forget what happened at the end of 2024, man. Evil is everywhere, man. I mean, everywhere. Every corner you turn. And like I said a few minutes ago, you never know. So it's not the people that's in front of you. No, it's not the people that you think that's in front of you. That's not the enemy. That ain't the person because the enemy never shows itself. It's the hidden enemy that's gonna bring the most problems to you. Because if you got a man or a woman that you going back and forth with all the time, that's not the enemy. That's just diversion. That's just diversion. Because the enemy don't want you to see them. They don't want you to see them because they want to roll out that sucker punch. They want to roll out that sucker punch. And that sucker punch hurt worse than the person that's in front of you. Remember what I said, man. We live in a copycat world. We live in a copycat world. And people do things with the intentions of outdoing what that person did. Remember that. It's not the person that's in front of you. It's not the person that's going back and forward with you. It's not that person, man. So let's get rid of that word, he or she is hating on me. because you never ever experienced real hate. You never experienced real hate. Now you might experience a little bit of mental anguish or somebody says something disrespectful to you, but that's not hate. That's not hate. Real hate was carried out in the streets of New Orleans on Bourbon Street. That was real hate. That person had an agenda when they woke up that morning. That person had real intentions of unaliving a group of people that had nothing to do with his problem. Remember that. That person had nothing to do with these people. Didn't even know these people. He didn't know these people. He just wanted to bring pain to somebody. And anybody with the intentions of hurting another person when that person has done nothing to him, that person is mentally unstable and he or she has been through a lot of trauma in their life. Remember that. And they want to inflict pain on whoever they run across. Remember what I told you. This is an evil world we live in, people. And people prey on situations and they prey on people. They prey on mass group of people, which they call it a soft target. See, last night, Bourbon Street was a soft target. It was easy to unalive a mass group of people. Why? Because you caught people at their most vulnerable moment enjoying themselves. They was enjoying themselves. You had people in the streets of New Orleans with mixed drinks, just doing the normal things that normal people do, not even thinking that evil was in the past. Evil was in the past, and it showed up last night, and it brought pain to a lot of people. People are suffering this morning. They are suffering this morning. People are mourning this morning for the loss of people that went to celebrate in the streets of New Orleans. All they want to do is celebrate and have a good time. They want to celebrate and have a good time. And they chose to do it in New Orleans. And evil showed up. Simple as that, man. And what's so cold about it, he got away. He got away. And, and in this situation, I know some people gonna say, well, where was God? He was present. He was present. But at the end of the day, man, the book is already written. The book of life is already written. It's already written how you gonna go. And there's nothing nobody can do about it. There's nothing nobody can do about it, but accept the fact, man, that we live in an evil society, man. We live in an evil society. And people prey on situations and they play on soft targets. That's what they do. And it's crazy how people can administer this and teach this to people every day. It's no different than the 9/11 situation. When all those people went on that plane, people were flying and going out, going this way, going that way. And you have people enter the plane with box cutters. It's no different from that. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't blame God, but you still gonna have people of faith that strongly believe in God and they're gonna question his ability or why he let this happen. You got to understand that. They're gonna do that regardless. But not knowing that evil exists Evil exists, man. And sometimes evil win too. That's what people don't understand. Evil win too. But don't mean it's gonna win out. But there's a lot of people in the world, they believe when everything is going good. We all can believe situations and be comfortable when life is going good. But the minute that shit go this way, we go to blaming the creator. We're going to blame the creator because it ain't fair. Why did this person let this happen if they over the universe? Evil lurks, man. Evil lurks every day. But when it's your time to go, it ain't no specific time how you gonna go. That's why I always tell you, don't put off what you can do today for tomorrow, because tomorrow not promised. And I guarantee you, some of those people that were unalive yesterday, they put something off, thinking that they was gonna be here tomorrow, and they never made it, man, because you can't see the enemy. It's nothing worse than the unseen hand. It's like poker. When you're playing poker, you don't know what the other man cards look like. It could be a bluff. And that's the way the world is. It's the unseen hand that gets you every time. The sucker punch. And on Bourbon Street, it was a sucker punch carried out last night, man. And a lot of people paid the cost. All in the name of enjoying themselves. Bringing in a new year. Not knowing that it's going to be a homecoming celebration for them. It's a cold world we live in, man. And some say life is a bitch, but she yours though. You gotta remember that life is a bitch. But when you wake up every morning, you entertain it. You entertain it, and it don't mean you entertain it in a bad way. You just living life. Okay, they say the suspect driver who slammed the truck in the New Orleans crowd is dead. That's what a source say. But he already did his job though. He already carried out the evil. So he didn't care about dying. He didn't care about dying. He traded his life for a number of lives, for a number of lives. So he didn't care about dying. That's why I say it ain't the people that you going back and forward with arguing every day. That's not the person that's hating on you. So that's not the person that's hating on you. He or she might be hating on your activity or might disagree with some of the things you say. But that person ain't hating on you. It's the person that you don't know about that's going to carry out real, real evil against you and what you stand for. These people exist. These people exist. Why? Because this is just the world we live in. And there's no explanation for it. You know how you got a lot of people that say they was born to do this or born to do that? Well, these particular people, they were born to do this shit at all costs. They were born to carry out evil. And that's real, you know. So that's why I always say, man, get rid of, don't be disgruntled. Get rid of that shit. Be thankful for what you got. Because I tell you right now, those people that were unalive yesterday wish like hell they were still here. They do. They wish they were still here this morning, January 1st. to talk about the good time that they had last night. Unfortunately, they not here. They not here. And the only thing we can hope is whatever they believe in, that they got it right. They got it right. Or if they had an argument with the person the day before, we hope that they straighten it out. Because we're going to all leave this earth with some sort of unfinished business where somebody else going to have to finish it. The shit is designed like that. It's designed like that. It's designed for you to leave unfinished business. You're not going to be able to tie every knot before you expire. You ain't going to be able to do it. But if you don't put off what you can do today for tomorrow, at least you'll be done did that. At least you'll be done did that. So, like I said, man, this is the bottom line message this morning, man, is the anthem for 2025. Get rid of that. This person is hating on me. You have no idea what hate is. It was demonstrated for you yesterday. There was real hate, and it came from a person that hated itself. And there's a lot of people in society that hate themselves. They want nothing more to administer that hate on you. And they'll go beyond a normal person means to show that. And it was shown yesterday. It was shown yesterday. And you can't do nothing but wonder, why in the hell did this person do that? Only he could answer that, but I guarantee you he'll have no interest in explaining his situation or why he did that. It was something that just had to be done. That was in his mind. So anyway, man, it's 2025, man. January the 1st. Don't know what you got going on or where you going. But just know this, man. Evil lurks every day. It lurks every day. And all you can do is ask yourself, why? You ain't gonna come up with the answer though. But that don't mean you stop living your life. That don't mean you stop living your life. But just know that it exists. And ain't no telling when it's gonna show up. Ain't no telling when it's gonna show up, but it's gonna be demonstrated. Just as it was demonstrated yesterday, man. So for the families, man, that lost their people in that evil act, condolences, man. Is that gonna help? Nah, it ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna help the people that lost their lives yesterday. It ain't gonna bring those people back. It ain't gonna soften the blow. None of that's gonna help. But what's gonna help for the people of the world to understand that evil exists and there's real hate out there. And it was demonstrated yesterday. So let's get rid of the word, he hating on me. It's not the person in front of you. It's the people you can't see that's willing to trade their life in for yours. Y'all remember, do one thing for me, man. Stay up, stay free. Blueface on the scene. Catch it on the playback, Blueface. I've been there for 40 minutes. Now I know it's early. I know it's early. But for some people, they ain't make it this time, man. It's like I said yesterday, somebody ain't gonna be here with us. Somebody ain't gonna be here with us to celebrate January the 1st. And it happened yesterday in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. The hate is real, but it gets realer when somebody is filled with real hate. Hate is real. Evil is real. But when you catch a person that's willing to carry out the hate and demonstrate that hate on a mass group of people, you will feel it. You will feel it because it'll affect you forever. And believe me, the families that suffered from this tragic incident yesterday, they'll never forget this day. It's no different from the families that suffered on 9/11. These families here tie right in with that. Mass casualties yesterday. Went to have a good time and bring in 2024, not knowing it was going to be their homecoming. It's like I said, man, it ain't the people in front of you that hates on you. It's the people that are willing to trade their life in for yours. Salute.